art forms are subjective. Music is no different. One song could be experienced in different ways by different people. Music is personal yet universal at the same time. But how do we experience it? In today's episode, we're going to be talking a lot about what music means to us and much more. Let's go. Vamos. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ni hao.
Namaste.
¿Cómo estás?
Welcome to another episode of the Three Lattes Podcast.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Welcome
We're
back.
joined by Vinod, Wei Yong, and Simon. This is episode 6.
No, I find it really
of
unfair
season
that you
2.
only have like a nickname.
Make up yourself. It's not like y'all gave me
Yeah,
this
man.
name.
Why don't you make one for
Yeah, it's not
yourself?
like I
got
made
it nine.
myself. I made myself this nickname.
Vdog.
Yeah, it works for me. So, how's your week been, guys?
I've been busy.
How about you, Wei Yong?
Not bad lah. It's the same thing all over again lah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
Life continues.
It's like my dad asked me, "How's your day?" It's the same.
well,
Nothing much lah. basically.
April 1st, we're going back to an endemic stage. So, like,
Oh yeah.
24 hours.
Mamak.
I don't know what to think
open.
about it,
24 hours,
but I'm
let's
really
go.
glad that stores are finally going to be open. Like those 24-hour stuff are going to be back into like 24 hours again. So like whenever like in the middle of the night, if I want to go have like mama, I can go mama.
Yeah, slowly we are
Going back to
resuming-
normal.
Going back to
A
normal.
little bit.
Yeah,
a little
but I
bit.
don't know what you guys think about this endemic thing though.
I mean,
I feel it's something that we have to come to lah. Like
I don't
at
know.
one point.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to give an opinion. I'm not a public health expert, but you know what?
Yeah,
If I can have nasi lemak at like 3 a.m., it's a big win for me.
At least you have a choice then, man.
Yeah, so
Like,
I can have like mac chicken at like 4 5 a.m. That's a big win for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm taking it.
actually, if you think about it, 4 5 a.m. that's already like breakfast already, anyways.
Yeah, so he'll have breakfast at already. He'll eat the
Yeah, again, it's a big win for me, and it's on my birthday, so like, happy birthday to me.
sausage bread muffin.
Hey.
Yeah, what great news. Anyway, so if you guys are what's the word? Used to how we conduct our episodes, then you guys should know what time is it. It's time for
Hot take.
Hot take.
hot takes. So
You know, okay, you know what? More sounds are gonna come to this freaking soundboard. You know, I'm gonna add like a freaking like that kind of like that sound, and then there'll be like hot take.
yeah, go Hans Zimmer on this bitch.
Yeah,
Hans Zimmer.
To add violins and freaking orchestra,
Right, hot
trombones.
takes. Wei Yong, your hot take.
Hey.
Very hot, very hot, very
My
hot.
hot take is
Must be hot.
yesterday we got it. Okay, not
Wait, don't think yourself
Yeah,
now.
yeah, just like yesterday. Wait, no, yesterday.
yeah, correct. The day we are filming, the day before we are filming.
What is yesterday to the listeners, you know? Because
That's why I was like,
today is
I started
Wednesday.
Today is a Wednesday. We're
Today's a
filming this
yeah,
on
we
a
were filming
Wednesday.
this on
guys.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So the night before this was Apple event, right?
Mm.
Then
Oh
we got,
yeah, oh.
And there was like iPhone and all, like new color lah. I mean,
New colors.
but my hot take is,
Mm.
before that I always feel that phone you can take great photos
Yeah.
Okay.
and you still can.
Yeah.
But when I handle a camera, it's like different.
Okay.
That's what I feel. I feel like
It speaks to you differently.
yeah, I feel like no matter how good iPhone camera or any phone camera is, which they are like improving and getting better and better every year.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel camera still gives you a different vibe and different feel lah.
Yes.
You know, there are filmmakers that make feature films.
with a freaking iPhone.
Yeah,
right?
that's
iPhone.
why they always every year they got like new film.
Yeah.
They
Which
will
is
show
really
how
cool though.
how like some
And these are not
DOP.
amateur directors. These are like
yeah.
real directors made real
they challenge
movies.
themselves
Yeah.
to shoot with like
Yeah,
freaking
iPhone.
photos.
So I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it's bad, but I'm saying that even I agree that the
Yeah.
fact that it's getting better,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I still feel camera over phone.
I mean, there's a reason why cameras are still being used by many people, ma.
Right.
And
Yeah,
there's a reason.
there's a reason.
If a phone can do it all, and technically it can do it all, I think everyone would have already been using it, like even in like the film industry and all different things. But everyone is still using like film cameras. Everyone is still using like
Yeah.
large format
Yes,
cameras.
there's a
for-
reason
for
why
RE.
these cameras cost more than your phone.
Yeah.
And they serve one purpose and one purpose only.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
So that's
cool,
my
that's
hot
cool.
take lah.
Okay, very hot, very hot.
Very hot, very hot. Yeah, actually, I really like the new color that came out though.
The green.
The green one.
Hey, I want to argue
Interesting.
and say that I think it's back because I think people really like the iPhone 11 green.
Yeah.
Was there a green for iPhone?
Yes.
Correct. That color sold out very fast.
When the iPhone 12 came out with the blue,
You mean the light green? Is it?
no,
Like, it's
like
kind of
it's
green
like the
lah,
army
right?
green.
Oh, I know it. Oh,
Yeah.
11 Pro came out.
When the
I
12
I don't see that a lot.
And then
though.
when the
Not people
12
own that.
When the 12
But
came
it's
out,
sold out.
yeah, you saw out. When
Like,
the 12
it's very
came out
hard
with
to
the
find.
blue, nobody really liked the blue.
Yeah, I didn't like the blue either.
Yeah, that's why I think they like come out with the green again. The light blue is nice. I have to admit, the light blue is nice.
You don't need it, but you want it.
Yeah, I know, right? Just for the freaking color, you know.
Interesting.
Alright.
Okay, Simon, your take.
Moving on. As every week, I think I have been saying this. I'm really running
You are
out of like hot
struggling.
takes.
It's okay.
We'll probably
Um,
retire this thing soon.
Next up, cold takes. Woo!
Oh, we just do it like once every 2 episodes. I mean,
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes,
Simon, your
All
hot
right.
take.
I always
Yes,
realize that
you
I
feel?
always start with like I feel because I try to
It's
justify
normal, it's
You
myself.
your
feel a
opinion,
lot
lah.
on these days.
Yeah, I feel a lot in my feelings.
Kiki, do you love?
Most movie sequels suck.
Or like franchises.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
I
okay.
feel like a lot.
Mm,
If you if I use the word most here because
yeah,
not
because not
every,
all lah,
not
right?
all,
not all.
but majority do actually flop.
like you feel like some films that don't need that
Yeah,
sequel,
I
right?
feel like some films actually didn't really probably either don't need to restart or either don't need to reboot.
I feel like reboots are so lame.
Hint to Star Wars.
Yeah.
They don't do as well compared to like the original releases lah, and I feel like they don't do the original material justice.
I feel like rebooting stuff is just lazy.
No, I think rebooting stuff is just fan service.
Yeah, which is like for me it's like lazy because like get original stories, man. Create something
Or like,
new. Like
look at it from a different lens, you know.
yeah, like a
Like
different,
look at the Batman, for example. We've had so many similar Batmans. Like we had the Jack Nicholson one from Tim Burton, and we have Batman Forever, and we have all these different things.
Yeah.
All is just like, okay, Batman billionaire, and then after that, they fight against the villain, then get the chick, and then at the end the villain dies. That's it. It's really normal. Even the Nolan films are like that a little bit. But this Batman is really different because it takes a really different take on how the
Talking
Batman is
about the
character-wise.
Matt Reeves Batman.
Yeah, the Matt Reeves Batman. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, please go. It's so good. Yes. All right.
Okay.
But that's my hot take.
Okay, my hot take is somewhat related. I feel like films based on video games are always gonna fail.
Wait, I feel like you said this before.
I think you did say this before, but I think it's good to
No, that's a
reiterate
hot
it
take.
again because like I do
it's
believe
true.
in that. Yeah, it's
Name
kind of
me
true.
one video game film that did well.
I would say The Witcher lah, maybe.
Witcher. That's a series lah. That's a
Yeah,
series
series
lah.
lah.
It's pretty decent.
Do you watch The Witcher?
Yeah, but it's like
But you know what movie that I feel always fails, but yet they still keep coming back with it?
What?
Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How many times has this movie failed? But everyone still brings it back because it's like it's zombie.
True.
a lot
I
of
didn't like-
Resident Evil.
Guys, come on, just make a good zombie
Assassin's
show.
Creed
Assassin's Creed was
sucks.
a mess. Need for Speed was a mess as well.
Yeah, man.
Still got what?
Assassin's Creed was
I didn't like it. Not one bit.
It's
Sucks,
eh.
right?
Yeah. Well, that's it for hot takes.
Okay. We always need that sound, yeah.
Okay, so as I've said before, we're going to be talking about music and
Music?
what it means to each of us. Because as you know, if you're a fan of music, you probably experience it differently to the person next to you. That's just fact. It's a very subjective art form. So we're going to be focusing on what music means to the three of us. Because I think three of us are like on very different levels of how
Yeah.
much music we listen and how much music actually plays a role in our daily lives, I feel.
I mean, like we did talk about like we did sort of like get you sort of like know like each of our like music tastes.
Taste, but yeah, we
but
don't
now
really
we're like
know how
diving
much,
deeper, you know, like how
like-
much it means to us.
like how much music actually plays a role. Like, okay, wait, how much music is actually like, how big of a role music plays in your life?
Yeah, out of 10.
I mean, you can just say it. Not everything has to be rated.
You go, man, Simon.
I always tell people that if music wasn't in my life, I don't think like my life would be that interesting.
True.
Because my
I
life,
don't know. I'm saying true. Okay.
my
yeah.
life
your
revolves
life.
around music. My life exudes music.
Mhm.
It's just music, all in all, from the core of my being.
Out of 10.
11 out of 10, bro.
Wow.
11 out of 10.
At one point, is his income also, actually.
Yeah,
It's like his
Oh,
source
yeah.
of.
it's my sauce.
his
It's my bread. It's
livelihood,
my
you know,
dough.
his
Source of
livelihood,
livelihood.
Yeah, sauce
yeah.
my sauce of livelihood. Yeah.
How about you, Will? Like
Yeah.
how much?
I would
Music.
say I'll give like an example. I think it's like music is like the salt and pepper of the food or something.
Hui.
Oh, now you get it. I get it.
Salt and pepper. Who are Wei Yong giving us
It's
metaphors,
like you
man?
it's like salt and pepper. You feel like small, like it's like very normal, but it's super important. That kind of.
Mm.
I mean, it seasons your life.
Yeah. Like, it's like without it, my life will be very bland. No?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
How much
that's
do
how
you-
I would describe it.
Okay. For me, it's like I think music has always played a big role in my life because I always go back to music through everything that happens in my life for some reason. I don't know
Mhm.
why. Like if I need to feel happy,
Because it's relatable.
exactly. Like I listen to music. If I feel sad, okay, I listen to music. If I feel angry, I listen to music. Like it feels like my Spotify, plays in my room every time in my room. Just I need it. Like at least for background noise.
Yeah.
I need music because I feel like it keeps me alive. Like keeps me. How to say, it stimulates me in a way where like nothing else can stimulate me. And then like I think music also has this thing where like I relate through everything through music. Like the way I feel about certain things, the way I feel about like relationships. Not like talking girlfriend, boyfriend, but you know, every relationship in my life, like my parents or my friends, I could relate to it through songs. Like if you were to ask me how I feel about something, I'll probably give you a lyric. Because it's easier for me. Because I'm very
I'm sorry, I can't be
like
perfect.
like my albums is literally just full of genius lyric cards
Oh wow.
that I send to people because I'm not one that's very good with putting into words what I feel and how I feel. So I go to songs and lyrics and this is exactly how I feel. And then it plays a huge part in my life. Also, music lets me connect to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like one of the very few conversation starters for me is when I talk about music. Whenever I meet someone new, I'm like, have you heard this album? Like what kind of music do you listen to? It's always my go-to starter.
It's a great conversational starter. Like I think anything like regarding to like music or like film or
Yeah.
food. But generally I think everyone connects really well with music and you can know someone by their music taste, to be honest.
That's also why I asked that question because when they tell me what kind of music they listen to, I can almost map out what kind of character they are. And usually, most of the time, I'm right. Like they're not. What did you say?
No. You guys heard nothing.
You just smiled at me and the other.
You know, I can watch back the episode.
I don't know why.
But yeah, like usually when someone tells me like what kind of artist they listen to, what kind of music they listen to, I can almost map out what kind of person they are. And usually I'm right, rarely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's all in the taste of the music. Yo.
yeah, almost so sometimes it's detrimental because it's like because I've heard people because I've been wrong also, right? Some people they tell me they listen to this kind of artist and I think of them this kind of person, but then they completely the opposite or something like that. That happened to me a couple of times. So it's always been like, oh, it's not maybe the right way to judge people, but I'm like, it's how I've been doing.
Or maybe sometimes they listen to that kind of music, and though it's not the music, their taste in music doesn't really like represent them. Maybe they are listening to those music because like they are trying to be something that they are not, or either they are
Probably.
trying to seek for something through the music, but it's not actually in their basis.
No, I know.
Or you're just trying new things.
Yeah, I got trying new things. Yeah.
That's me. lah.
They could just be bandwagons trying to.
Oh
like,
yeah, man. Yeah,
like,
hopping onto the trends.
I know people that are close to me
Many.
that like listen to music that is hip right now,
Yeah, yeah.
just for the sake of being hip right now.
Yeah, literally.
And it's like, for someone who listens to music so much and like appreciates it, I feel like on another level, it's a bit annoying because it's like, just get your own personality, man.
Everyone has their
Like,
own distinct taste. Like,
like whatever you listen to is cool enough for you. Why does it have to be cool for other people, you know?
I agree. Like,
yeah.
for myself, like, I produce music, but at the same time, there's like so many kinds of like genres out there right now, and there's the current in trend right now for this kind of like vibey soul jazz, or like mixed with like EDM a little bit, stuff like that, you know. Which is I mean, it's nice to listen to. A lot of them are actually pretty catchy and stuff like that. They're quite of a bop, but sometimes when I force myself to do something like that, it doesn't really like sound like me. Who I am at the core of my basis is always like writing songs and producing music that plucks on your heartstrings, something like that, man. I always put it in that terms. Yeah.
Right.
So that's my personality when it comes to music.
Do you have that thing where like you like judge people on their music taste? No.
So how do you judge people?
How do I
Or like how do you
okay.
get to know how do you read someone, or like get to know someone just by like, if not music, then how do you get to know someone? But like,
Very good question.
Because music is so easy.
unless it's like you're just asking them about their
I don't
regular
think
life.
I would straight away ask like what song do you listen to? But definitely we'll talk about music lah. I mean, music is such like you said, it's such a great
Icebreaker.
yeah. It is though. Like I really agree with that.
If I told you like, I listen to like you say you hate like you don't like hardcore metal, right? If I were to tell you I listen to hardcore metal, you would think of me as some like
Golf.
like you think of me like a certain type of person, right? Like is that true? Like do you like judge people based on their music personality? Which is
But
Not
but
wrong,
I think
but-
right. I think I'm not I won't like purposely like do it.
no, of course not on
But it's
purpose, but
subconsciously in my
yes.
mind
Subconsciously.
it
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me that you are a person that listens to hard rock, I was like, this guy.
Yeah, I'm not passing him the aux. I'm not giving you the aux, bro.
But,
No way.
but of course that doesn't define
A person lah.
correct.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's just
still,
like it might. It might.
if you listen to rock, sure, we can still be friends, but just don't pass you the aux can already.
Yeah.
Okay, so like moving on, like how do we experience music in a way like because we all have our own thoughts of like what's good
What's
music,
good
or
music,
what's
yeah.
good.
what's good and what's not good. So like what's good music to you
I'm
guys?
a very simple person. What's good?
What's
if-
the definition of simple?
Yeah, what's simple? Like
that means I don't go very technical lah,
Okay.
and I don't go very deep.
Oh, so you're not like, you don't overanalyze, or you
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
analyze the song.
Like
If
no
like to
matter
you it
what,
sounds good,
Like
yeah.
I don't mind what genre it is.
okay.
Like I don't go into deep. Oh,
Right,
this is what kind of
genre
genre. This,
Genre,
what is this?
unless
Who is
it's
the artist?
hard rock or heavy metal.
Oh, yeah, let's hard rock heavy metal.
Who is the artist? Who is this? Who is that? Who
Yeah.
produced this kind of thing? I don't go into that. For me, as long as I like it.
Yeah. To many people, it's that way. It's like that to them
Yeah.
also, actually, because the important thing is that, oh, I like the song, you know, so I listen to
Yeah.
it lah, something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Which is not wrong in its core being.
I feel like
that's the first thing though. Like as long as I like it, then
Yeah,
only maybe after that, then you start to feel like, then you start to look into that song more.
Yeah.
Like the lyrics.
Yeah.
I agree.
And all lah.
I'm always jealous of people like that because I love music so much and I take it like seriously a bit.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's a bit stressful.
Yeah. Sometimes
I can't just
it-
enjoy
Would
music
that
anymore
make you
sometimes.
very picky?
Yeah,
Right.
I am.
It's like
I am
same
very
for
picky.
like movies and all for you.
Yeah,
lah.
I'm very picky. Like when I listen to albums, I have to like set time.
Ah.
Yeah, set time for
Set
it.
time
yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And I cannot just listen to it once and form an opinion. I have to listen to it twice, three
Yeah,
times, four
yeah.
times.
Yeah,
I take it
yeah.
a bit seriously. And it's a bit stressful sometimes because like I want to be impressed, but then if it disappoints me,
Because
like,
at the end of the day, you need to come to conclusion with your own verdict, and then your own verdict like sort of like dictates whether or not you like the song.
yeah, true. And it's like, and it's a bit taxing because you don't listen to music like expecting it to not, like you don't listen to it. Oh, I hope this doesn't sound good to me. You want it to sound good. So
Yeah.
so when so when you listen to music and like songs and albums, and if it's not how you want it, or doesn't like make you, doesn't impress you a little bit, or it makes you feel disappointed a little bit, it's not a good feeling. It's like, I wish I could just enjoy music without having this deep thoughts about what.
I wish I can just listen to Gangnam Style without thinking.
It's like how some people, how some people they can just watch any movies on Netflix, like the Kissing Booth, and be like they can have a good time.
Oh yeah, man.
I can't watch Kissing Booth and have a good time. I'm so annoyed because it's such a bad film. That's the same way I feel about music. Like
actually like that kind of person,
Yeah.
Like I can actually watch a lot of movies and feel that it's nice.
Like just like
I just follow
is it just to kill time though?
I just follow the flow ni.
Is it to kill time though?
Kill time. I wouldn't say.
Like, do you
kill
just
time,
watch it
but
as like
to pass time?
Yeah, it's pastime. Or do you like take it? Like, how seriously do you take like?
Or like is it because like you're curious and you just watch?
Yeah. I'm curious.
Okay.
I was like, new movie. Okay, sure.
How do you listen to music? Do you listen to like what's famous, or how do you find new songs and music?
Discover Weekly.
Yeah. So I told him that like, last week.
last time you set the release radar for me.
Release radar.
That was last week, bro.
Long time already lah.
You got new music. You got new music Friday
Fridays,
also lah. Friday release also. But
the truth is, right, I don't usually visit all of their playlists.
yeah, I'll be very frank. Also,
Last
I
time
don't.
what I did was I went to top like the top
50,
hits.
top 40 hits.
The charts is it?
Charts,
It's not charts. It's like Spotify has a playlist that just gives you like the top hits like in that around that time, like around like
the
now.
timeline lah.
Yeah,
Like so,
where-
like the year is it?
I also do visit that, but mostly I visit like it will just say like top hits like that.
So you kind of follow the algorithm and what gives you, and then
so
you go from
whatever
there.
they shuffle for you like anyway.
I don't do that often.
Okay.
That's only when I really run out of music to listen to.
I see.
And because I just like listen back to whatever I like and I put on my playlist lah. So that's how I do it lah.
Okay.
When do you listen to music?
When?
Yeah, when?
When? Not all the time because
Nobody listens to music all the time.
yeah.
I like
I know,
Vinod here.
it's, you know,
Spotify on 24/7.
yeah, I'm not that guy.
No, for real though, I go to sleep with it.
I do like when I take naps, I do play music,
Mhm.
and then other than that, it's not a pattern one.
Oh,
It's a very
okay.
random one. Like
Yeah.
when I feel like it, I just listen. No?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I emo lah or whatever lah. A lot of thoughts going to my head. I go listen lah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I got like maybe nothing to do, right? Or I'm doing some other thing. I
Yeah.
just need some background noise.
Yeah.
I will just listen to music.
Yeah. That's
Very
dope,
random
that's
one.
dope.
There's no like a pattern or anything one.
So Wei Yong is the simple-minded.
Wait.
That's-
If you feel like I'll probably talk about this later. So, but like,
Okay.
if you feel like you just like songs that feel good to you, right?
Mhm,
And
Yeah.
do you actually have like a song you don't like?
Hard rock, heavy metal.
Yeah,
Usually,
but
right,
like-
the song that I don't like,
Yeah.
I'll just skip only. Then I forget about it.
But like, do you ever ask yourself why I don't like? Why is it about it that I
Yeah,
don't like?
like you
To be
sort of
honest,
like
right?
you sort of like pick out like I don't like the melody, or I don't like the
Yeah.
vocals, or I don't like the beat.
It's as simple as what you said, though.
Uh,
But it never goes beyond that.
it never goes beyond that lah.
Yeah, it's like I don't like the melody, I don't like this, I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How about you, man? I think you're probably one of the most musically inclined people here, so I think probably you know.
So when I listen to music is actually really I would want to say that it's quite objective. I listen a lot in the car. Because when I drive, I need something to entertain me. So that's one.
Do you like before you drive, you have to play the music?
Yes, before I drive.
Even if I'm late, I'm like I have to.
I have to
set
find
my-
something,
It's like-
at least
to play.
something.
You go into your Bluetooth, you connect
Yeah.
Bluetooth, then you
I
try
go through. I'm like,
Yeah.
you play for
Yeah.
then you drive.
I'm like 10 minutes late to the test, but I don't care. I need my tunes.
Yeah, you just gotta get the vibe going on in the car.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm a person that cannot really listen to music while I'm studying. I cannot. It just distracts me because I get to, because I like to analyze
Yes.
the internals, or like I like to hear the minor details of the songs.
You like to pay attention. Right?
Yeah, so like when I'm paying attention to the song, I cannot split my brain and like study at the same time.
Oh,
something like
correct,
that, you know.
correct.
So is it
Yes.
tough for me?
Yep.
But instrumental songs is quite okay to me if they are very like atmospheric ambient kind of style like that, it's okay to me.
How do you-
Lo-fi, bro.
How do you feel that the study lo-fi beats? Like,
No,
hate
no,
it.
no.
I
So
never
annoying.
tried it lah, but
it's so annoying.
I just
to
play my
me.
own song.
I do like the that kind of like songs, that kind of like beats in its own like art form lah. There's some artists where like it's not categorized under like the study one lah, but they're sort of lo-fi.
Yeah, they
but
make-
some of the
yeah.
melodies they are actually really really good.
Okay.
But I don't listen to that girl on the headphones punya playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
anime girl on
yeah.
the playlist. Yeah. My music listening is unlike it's not like Vinod or like Wei Yong, where like they Vinod listens to it like 24/7. Wei Yong
Not
just-
24/7 lah, but you get the picture.
yeah. Usually I listen to music is like either number one when I'm bored, or maybe like when I want to feel again, like feel, getting like the feelings, or like try to dive into like tap into like my emotions a bit, because sometimes I can be like not really that an emotional of a person like on the outside.
Yes.
So when I'm just like in my room and I'm just like chilling, so like I'll just like turn on like with good headphones or maybe
Yeah.
good sound systems. Sometimes I'll just like turn on like really really familiar songs just to like either get inspired again for like my own music. Sometimes when I feel like I'm not like producing or not writing enough, sometimes I do listen to a lot of songs just to try to get inspired again, or like to see what they are currently doing or what I used to love, to get like that, to reignite that love for
Yeah.
my music again,
yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of that's about what other questions did you have?
No, like
That's not. It's not like a question based thing. Like just.
Yeah, I mean,
just say lah. Never mind.
yeah, but my music taste is usually like, if you were to talk about music taste, so like Wei Yong, to me when I listen to music, melodies are so important to me, and I have a really big thing on like how a song really captures my attention is by its certain melodic like the way how like the music sort of like flows. So it needs to go like by a certain pattern, and then when it goes by that pattern, then I'm just like, oh, okay. But if it doesn't go to the way I want it to be, then I'm just be like, then it has to surprise me a little bit.
You are more technical, right? Because since you are also music,
it does.
you
get
produce
my
when,
music
mind.
when
no.
you make music, you kind of see
Right.
music in a different
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. And then like I start to think like like I'll give you a really good example, okay? Ed Sheeran's latest song,
What's it called?
like Visiting Hours.
That's perfect. What's it called? Nobody knows.
like
Visiting hours.
if you've heard
Okay.
like Visiting Hours, I wish that heaven had visiting hours, so I could just show up, something like that. So like in
Yeah.
the after he finished the first part of the song, where's the verse and then it's the chorus.
Yeah.
In the second verse, right, he just you would expect that a drum would come in, but it doesn't. It's just like the guitar more, and then you get more background vocals. But in my head, right, I straight away listen. Like in my head, the first thing that came to my mind was
You
like, I
thought
was
the
like,
drums will come in lah.
I thought like some sort of indie drums would come in, like you're just like
you were,
hi-hat and snare
like you
and
were
kick, like,
conditioned to like you were conditioned to like
yeah,
okay.
something like that. So
Mm.
and then like I felt like that would have given more impact a little bit, but I guess nah, everyone for their own self lah. So
Okay.
that's how music is for me. Like
Oh,
when
so
I listen.
he also feel like. So you also like listen to songs and then it's like, oh, where can these songs improve and all?
Yeah. I can get too
Yeah.
overly analytical lah.
Not bad, not bad.
That's
Okay,
why I'm really
interesting.
analytical to my own freaking songs as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't make music, but I feel like my knowledge on music is pretty decent. I feel, not to flex lah, but you know when you listen, but when you
Your
but when you listen to music,
your
that
database
much,
quite big lah, actually.
yeah, very.
because like because the way I got into music was because I used to come back from school. I have an older sister, so what
She
she used,
fetch you.
so what she used to know, she didn't have a license then.
Oh.
I didn't even tell yet. I used to come back home, right, and she was there at home already, right, and then she used to make me do chores at home.
Mhm.
So while doing chores, that time we have this thing called Hits TV channel where they just play music in the TV channel over and over again.
Is it just like a blank screen?
Music videos.
Oh, it's just music
correct.
video.
Astro one, right?
Yeah,
Astro,
Astro,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my
forgotten
mom
what's
plays
the
that also
channel
last time.
Yeah,
I mean, last time got
music
Music Factory, all those different
Yes,
things.
yes, yes. So
Wow,
what-
like mopping there.
So
also
what
the
she will
music.
do is that like while we are doing our chores, because we do our own chores,
Mhm.
she'll let it
Play.
she'll play the channel, and it'll be music playing until my parents come back.
Oh wow.
And it's all English, pop, rap, R&B. That's how I got into rap and
Rap,
R&B, because
yeah.
that's where it started from me.
Mm.
And then, you know how you said like you listen to music when you feel like you need to get in touch with your emotions.
Mhm.
Same, like every time I feel happy, I want to listen to something that makes me feel happy.
Mm.
Because I need
Listen to
something.
to feel happy. Yeah.
I want to say like happy, but like I need something to amplify that feeling.
I feel I do that also, you know.
Yeah, like when I get sad, the same thing. When I get sad, it's not enough I'm sad, I have to listen to sad songs.
Yeah.
I need it to amplify.
I find it very interesting because like when you talk about like to feel happy, right? So like this sounds like really like CC of me, but like a song that I find like that just came to my head straight away is like when I listen to it and I feel like good vibes. It's like, for example, from like Little Mix, like Shout Out to My Ex.
How does the song go again?
Shout out to my ex. It's just the melody that's really good.
Man, I
It's not
forgot.
because it's not because it's like I listen to the lyrics, but it's just because it's such a like happy-ish
Ah, yeah,
song.
yeah.
Although like the lyrics is like saying like although it's saying something bad about your ex,
Okay.
it's like really hilarious. Yeah.
I like Boom Clap by Charlie XCX.
Boom clap.
Boom, clap,
Clap.
clap.
I feel like that was my
Go to happy song.
last time.
Yeah.
That time I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like,
Boom clap.
and Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Happy.
As corny as it sounds, it's such a good song.
Happy clap along. I used to listen to that like when I go to school, man. I was so happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of the songs you can overplay it, but still is
You
good.
can,
But it does get annoying from time to time.
Like
Like
the boy was annoying.
Pharrell's voice just gets too like
What's that Justin Timberlake song? The Justin Timberlake
No, it's
song,
not Bloodlines.
the one that
Justin Timberlake.
yeah, go on. It's
Stuck in
like
a mirror. No.
Is it from the one with Trolls?
Can't stop the feeling.
the
Can't
song also
stop-
is
oh,
very
yes,
it's a
that's
very like bright,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
happy kind of song.
But I don't listen to that kind of song, sorry. Like it's not something I listen to
yeah.
on by choice.
Yeah, so I don't listen
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kid song
Yeah.
lah. Ayo, no. I mean that's a
Well,
song.
I don't.
but when the song comes on, then you just want to like, you know?
like when the song comes on in the radio, I don't change channel. I'm like,
I
I want to listen to this.
I do play that song very often, like when I'm like gigging for like
Yeah.
weddings, because it's just like I can't stop the feeling. Yeah. So
But you get what I mean, right? Like
Yeah,
when you're in your feeling, you want to amplify it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
music kind of amplifies and makes me get in touch more with my feelings.
it I can't come up with words.
Yeah,
every
I can't.
time.
It's very hard to explain the feeling. It's almost like
That's why it's a feeling, right?
Yeah, it's
because
like-
feelings are unexplainable.
it's not
Wait,
that I
is it?
listen to sad.
Yeah,
It's not that I listen to
hard to
this
explain,
sad song. Like I don't listen to sad song to
Oh,
be
I
more
know.
sad.
Sad song.
I listen to it. I listen to it to like to realize how sad I am. Maybe I don't know.
to get more realization.
I don't
that
know.
you're
I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words. Man. It's so
Yeah.
hard to
Oh,
put it in
man.
words.
All right.
It's like I don't know. I feel like people who do this understand what I'm saying. It's not to get
I understand,
sadder,
man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's to understand how sad you are and like to go through the full spectrum of emotions. That's what music does. for me.
Yeah, I think as simple it just
It taps on the
amplifies
emotions
what's your
lah.
emotion is
Yeah.
lah. No matter it's happy or sad, it does the same
Or
thing.
angry or
both also.
confused.
Yeah.
Or like you have an existential life crisis.
Yeah.
It's a song for everything.
Yeah. Like for example, if you are like sad about a breakup right now, you wouldn't go and like listen to a podcast that's talking about like food. You will listen to something like, you know,
Yeah,
that would
definitely.
that would relate with you because you want to feel relatable. And that relatable feeling is because you want someone to be there for you. In a way.
Wow.
I don't want to go there.
But
yeah,
that's just an example,
Wow.
guys. That's just
But
an
that just
example.
goes to show that
Yeah.
music is like a universal language and everyone
yeah, it is, man.
speaks through music.
Incredible.
It's wild that someone like miles away is writing this song and I can relate to what he's saying or she's saying. That's a very crazy thought for me. Anyway, so like
Even
Yeah.
instrumentals also, bro.
no instrumental correct. Like I could I go and
Instrumentals, just instruments.
This is why
no,
like
no vocals.
this is why
Oh, no
movies
vocals,
have instrumentals because they alleviate what the whole storyline or like they alleviate like what the whole characters are doing.
I'm not gonna lie, I listen to soundtracks all the time.
Yeah.
Like I listen to Hans Zimmer's Interstellar.
I forgot how it goes.
Like I don't know how to like it gets me going sometimes. Even his Man of Steel soundtrack
Wow.
was pretty good.
Or like
You listen about when you work out.
talking about recent events like the Batman's theme songs also
Michael
pretty good.
Giacchino.
Yeah, it's
What
You
a
listen to that?
legend.
I find it so cool because like he's the composer of the Mission Impossible team,
Yeah.
and then like I get a lot of vibes from there because it just goes like dung 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 something like that, that kind of. And
very
it's so
dark and
simple. It's so
sinister.
simple.
But it's very
so,
dark and sinister.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
so gritty. Love
What
it.
makes a song good for me? I can't put it down to words. I think for me, it has to have some level of artistry. That's why I don't like pop music these days. It's like they're not even like the way they write their songs, their lyrics is not. There's no form of artistry. There's no craft. It's just them telling me things and having them rhyme. There's no nuance. There's no
I saw a
writing
popcorn
skills.
machine. No,
Like,
I'm just
there's
trying to
nothing-
cover
it's like-
rhymes.
Is that an example?
I can't think of an example, but there are songs that go like, oh, I am sad, I feel bad. It's like what?
Like this kind of.
Yeah, it's like
This is why, like, when you write songs, you have to rhyme in a very smart way. Like,
it's not even rhyme. It's just like you feel sad. You can tell that to me in a sentence. You don't
Yeah.
have to sing it to me.
a great way.
There's no artistry to it.
But usually these are the songs that.
A great example
you know?
The boom, yeah, it's just so
Right,
stupid.
right.
You're picking it. I can
A great example on like really good rhyming. Okay, in my opinion, just go listen to John Mayer's Age of Worry. Age of Worry, he has said this specifically himself lah. The song, right, when he starts off the lyrics, right, it doesn't link with each other at all. The ending of all the different words, right, there's no linkage. There's no rhyme or like there's no like it doesn't fit. But then in certain parts, like when he comes to the second verse, then as the second verse is ending, then he rhymes it to close it, like to conclude it, which is really smart.
It's a structure lah.
Yeah.
It's like a tree. It's like a tree rhyme structure. You see it in rap all the time.
Yeah.
In rap, like you sometimes see because it's not about rhyming the last words. It's about rhyming with your what do you call it, the syllables.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always like a structure to it.
There's a
Like
structure.
like people like everybody think like, oh, I can rap. I just have to make shit rhyme. No, that's like
I went
you
to
have
the toilet.
You have to
sat
structure the
on the
song.
floor.
There has to be like some people did. If you look at lyrics, right, you kind of feel like how do they make these two words rhyme and also make it make sense with the context of the song. This is what I'm talking about: artistry, writing skills,
Yeah.
craftsmanship. Like I can write a song that rhymes anytime I want, right? And just give it to a singer with good vocals and let it take a life on its own. But it's so lazy, Like, okay, you want to talk about how you're happy? Okay, go deeper. Like use words. Like make it sound different a little bit. Like write it different. This is why I always talk about Frank Ocean being one of the greatest artists ever, because what he writes, if you were to just read his lyrics and not sing it, it's a poem.
Mm-hmm.
It basically writes poem and he sings poems. And it's like, and there's something about it that's so nuanced and so, how to say, like, you kind of tap deeper into the emotion, because when you write things that are so on the surface level, sometimes you can't relate to it as much. It's so surface level. It's so like plain. It's like,
But some people
it's
do.
like plain oats. Like,
but
okay.
some people do actually like. I mean, everyone to their own opinions lah. But some people do actually prefer like more surface level stuff because it's more like
Okay, then,
it's easier to get it.
yeah, no, I
you know,
get that.
Unless they don't really dive deep lah.
I get that, but some people will just so surface level, so
yeah,
plain. It's
yeah.
like, if you're gonna make something like that,
I mean, that's why we have like modern pop lah, and all
which is
these
what I
different-
hate. Like Radio Place is like that. Radio Place is filled with songs like that.
That's just
like,
life right
like
now.
you're just telling me how you feel in sentences that you're singing in a note.
yeah.
That's not what a song is, at least to me.
Mm.
It's just lazy songwriting and producing, and that kind of brings me to another question. Like we talk about like how music is like a very subjective thing,
Yeah.
right? Is there such a thing as bad music and good music? Like, is there such a thing like bad and
I
good
don't know,
music?
man. I'm not qualified to talk about this.
Like for you, you think hardcore metal is not your type, but do you think it's bad music?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I-
not my type.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's any, because music is to one's own like translation. So I don't think there's really like bad music per se. If I were to just like put in very blunt terms, like example,
Yeah.
most hated music of all, music video of all, something like that, Baby, or like Friday.
Terrible song.
Yeah,
Not gonna
it's-
lie.
I mean, it's
I'm
bad.
talking about Friday Night Baby, by the way.
It's bad.
Baby is a bop.
It's bad, but like it's catchy. It's to me like I don't know what people think about it lah, but like when you just think about it, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Yeah.
I feel like it was catchy because it was so bad. The
Yeah,
reason
so-
why it's famous because one of those things where it's so famous because it's so bad.
Yeah.
That's what Friday is.
Yeah, but to some people, Friday, if you look at it properly, it's actually not too bad. Actually, it's not as bad as people put it out to be, something like that, I'm not saying that I like it, but sometimes it's not always as what it seems like. Like, example, when it first came out, people will be like, oh, this sucks, it's rubbish. But in like 5-10 years time, then people will just be like, oh, actually it's, how like, just take it in movies, for example. Movies from long time ago, they will say like people when it's like really horrible movies, but then when it comes to like our generation now, right now, it's like pop culture.
But then there are movies that are still bad 10 years, 20 years later.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
those movies that were bad before, they've become like pop culture and like
Yeah,
suddenly liked
true.
by everyone.
True.
So I don't think we can really put a needle onto what is whether there's really like good music or like whether there's like bad music or like bad movies. Yes, definitely. But I think bad music, unless like it's just really basic, like
Then how Grammy they all do their stuff?
No,
I know, right?
No.
Right.
For me,
it's
How,
political, bro. It's
okay.
political.
don't
Yeah.
like, I lost faith in the Grammys when they gave
really,
an award to Macklemore over Kendrick and Jay-Z and
Like,
all that.
how do they actually? So it's like
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my thing is there is such thing called bad music, but
there's
it's
no
not.
such thing as good music.
Wait, wait. There is such thing as bad music, but it's not intrinsically. It's not essentially bad. It's bad when put in context. When artists and
Wait, there is bad music.
yeah.
Michael Jackson. 'Cause I'm bad.
I don't think Michael Jackson has actually made any terrible songs.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he is the king of pop.
like, okay, let me put into example Eminem,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
The
Eminem,
candy? No, just kidding.
Eminem in the early 2000s, that was good music,
Mom spaghetti.
right? Like Lose Yourself was good music. It still is good music. Not Afraid, Without Me, Stan is good music. All this is great music. And then you go back to the last 3 albums he made. You don't even have to listen to it to know that it's pretty trash. Why is it trash?
I don't know. Maybe he's
I don't
talking.
know. I never
Maybe
listened
he's
to
being.
Eminem,
Maybe he's
so-
being very political. I don't
Why,
know.
He's not being political at all.
What do you think?
It's because he didn't change with the time.
Oh,
He didn't
follow
roll with the time. He didn't reinvent
but I mean
himself. He didn't.
maybe that just goes to show that he's trying to just be what he is, and he's like.
But that's
own
the thing. As a
personality, yeah.
musician, as an artist of a filmmaker or TV show, you can stick to your own template.
But you have to adapt.
You have to adapt. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if you don't adapt, it's bad music.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like how could you not adapt? Like you cannot like. That's what makes the music bad to me. Like if this was made like in 2005-4, probably is great music, but because he didn't adapt, it's bad music because
Adaptation is
it's
important.
lazy. It's like you can do better than this. And there is such thing as bad music. Like when people get repetitive, it becomes bad music. Like Migos, for instance, they have 3 albums, right? Culture 1, Culture 2, Culture 3. If I were to play you a song from Culture 3 and ask you which album did it come from, 1, 2, or 3, you could say it could come from any one of those albums. Why? It sounds the same.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know Migos enough.
You don't have to know it. I'm telling you right now. It sounds the same. It sounds the same. There's nothing new. There's nothing innovative. There's nothing even remotely, That's when music becomes bad to me and becomes repetitive. Because you cannot survive on one type of music for your whole life, right? That's why, like music in the 40s was so much different. I guess 50s different, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It's always changed. It's always different. Yeah, so you have to learn to adapt with your time.
Some people, I think they also do this thing that where they just repeat is because what ain't broke, don't fix it. Not that kind of thing. If they find themselves like, oh, they got popular because of this, they are gonna just like recycle it until like
they're gonna base on that.
At that point, are you really an artist?
Being an artist is also selling businessman lah.
But you're selling out, right? That's what I'm saying. You're selling out, right?
Yeah.
You're selling out, right? You're trying to get the bag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people don't realize you can get the bag by being creatively, explore your creative side.
That's why everyone for their own self lah. In a way, like everyone has their own way on like how they want to, I guess, like get their dough and like what works for them, what works for them.
But when it comes to the question, is there good music? Is there bad music? Yes, there is bad music, but not essentially bad. When you add context to it, it becomes
it's
bad.
It's deeper than what we are trying to say. Whether it's like bad music, it's beyond surface level.
Yeah, there's no such thing as this is just bad music. You can't put it into categories. Yeah. But when you add context and all this, then you can recognize, okay, this is not a good song.
Yeah.
This is not a good album. This is not a good direction. That's why the Grammys exist. Because if everything is good music, you have hundreds of albums nominated, right? Although Grammys is a bit of a sham. It's a bit of a scam. But there is certain ways to judge music and whether it's bad or good. So if you ask me, there is such thing as bad music and good music. So we've talked about our experiences with music. Let's do what we like to do here. We like to list out things for some reason.
We like to give you guys like what our picks. Our picks.
Yeah, for some crazy reason. I don't know why. I think it's just fun for us.
Man.
Top 3 all-time artists for you guys and why? Let's start with Wei Yong.
Hey, let's go, bro.
That will be the most shallow of all your.
All right, man. Let's go for it.
Lauf.
Oh, man, I've forgotten about Lauf already. What happened to him?
Are you going to say Carly Rae Jepsen?
No.
So
DJ Khaled.
Khaled,
Young Dumb and
bro.
That guy.
Yeah.
And Kanye West.
Kanye.
Why?
Steady.
Why Kanye?
Why all 3?
What do you mean why all 3?
Like,
you mean like why I picked this 3 person, is it?
Yeah.
That's why I tell you, my answer is going to be the most shallow out of you already.
Okay.
Because I like their songs.
You just like their songs.
Okay, then why is Kanye the first then? Like, what makes it so different? What makes it so special?
Why Kanye stand out among them?
Yeah. Like, why are you putting him at number 1?
Because I listened to it the most recently. The most recent artist that I listen most to is Kanye.
But why is he your favorite?
It's because if you would ask me this question a few years back, I would say Lauf.
Oh, okay.
But why is he your favorite? Why is
interesting?
Kanye? But why is Kanye?
I don't know how to say why am I favorite. It's like just because
you're saying like it's because I'm not asking you what's your recently played artist. I'm asking you why is he your favorite artist?
No, that's the thing. My question based on when I'm listening it to.
Okay, but what do you like about Kanye's music then?
The most recent one is because I like Donda and
Donda.
Jesus is King because of how he talks about God and he incorporate the whole gospel thing into his music.
Yeah, okay.
But before that one, I went back and listened, right? Also, like, I feel I like it lah. And it's very special, and
you're my Chick-fil-A.
Especially after watching his documentary, The Genius.
Yeah.
How he produced those beats, right? And then he stick with it. And his whole creative process, even though it's not the full thing, but you can see a glimpse of it.
Yeah.
Which I feel is very special lah. Like that's why I like Lauf also, because I like one of the songs, I Like Me Better.
Yeah.
Then after that YouTube he post how he do the
music. Do you realize that when you hear a song already, right?
Yeah.
But do you realize that when you see how a person creates a song, that you appreciate the song more?
Yeah. Then after I see, he legit just take his phone and then just record something.
Yeah.
And then he put it and then he just somehow
it's crazy.
And
it's being
produce
played,
the whole music,
on the radio.
You see, this is why. This is the why.
But then
this is the why.
I would say, but all of them are like almost how to say? Like I say just now, if you ask me why, I would a few years back I would say Lauf. And it's for the same reason.
Why?
Yeah, it's for the same reason.
Yeah, but
that I
you,
just
but
said.
you know the why.
Yeah.
All this while you think you don't know, but this is why. This exactly. You just told us the why. Like you this is an epiphany for you. You just told us the why when you told about the creative process behind Kanye's songs and how he makes songs. That is the why.
No.
Yeah.
I know. It's just that if you were ask me a few years back,
Yeah.
there would be different artists.
Different artists.
So,
So now,
that's what I'm saying. Like when I ask you like why you were like kind of stumbling, right?
I would just calculate
Yeah. Then you found your why.
But it's the same for Justin Bieber also. Like I watched his documentary on what's that, Purpose? Is it Purpose?
the purpose one. Yeah.
The way he just sits down, he puts a lot of thought and effort into it lah. Like
Yeah, that's the why.
Yeah.
You have to. That's why.
But I still can't fathom how he, like, when you say he puts a lot of thought, like, Peaches out in Georgia.
yo, but
Good production.
that's like
though. Good production though.
it's different. Like
Also, really good sets of features. Like Givian, crazy.
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. And I really do salute him for, like, having a lot of, like, black, like, musicians in his lineup.
A lot of people think he's like a culture vulture.
no, is it?
Mm.
But yeah, but
Controversial
he's not
opinion.
many.
But they're just really good musicians, though.
Khalid
Yeah,
wise,
true.
Khalid I don't know much because I just like him. I
Yeah.
just like his song.
He's a really unique artist, lah.
I
That's
think
all I
it's
can say.
particularly that time I like that genre.
Mm.
I like before I get into Kanye West and all, I was always the chill
Khalid is
guy
always
one.
like very soft, gentle, but yet like vibey
Yeah,
R&B.
I was always this
He's like
loud that Khalid, the even something the weekend, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Khalid is the best thing that's happened to lo-fi music.
Oh yeah,
So
his voice suits lo-fi
I
music.
was very
right?
that kind of chill kind of listener. That's why I got into like
Cool.
But when you
Kanye
told about how you got into the creative process of how Kanye makes his song and that's why it's your number one.
that stands out to me the most.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away what Lauf and Khalid.
No, of
has
course
done.
not. But like that's the reason. There's a reason why they're 3, 2, and 1, right? Yeah, that's your why already.
Yeah.
It's not a very deep thought. Sometimes it's just.
What
you know.
Yeah.
How about you, Simon?
That's to me lah.
Yeah. How about you, Simon? Your top 3.
Top 3. I gotta give some love to Ed Sheeran because
I would have put also lah
Yeah.
because I checked my playlist last time, full of Sheeran songs on man.
I gotta give some love to him because like although like I don't really like his like latest album, like I really like his older stuff, like where he came from. Like he was the first artist literally as a singer-songwriter to write songs where like it's like rapping singing, like rap singing. It's not gonna call December, but I got you to keep me moving. It's like so cool. Nobody has really done that last time. But then like he brought it, and like he incorporated like this sort of like good melody yet like singing, and then like he'll rap and all these different things, and then his rap has like singing as well, something like that one. Like Galway Girl, Jamie for the Jeff for the fun. Dun, 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 dun. Like who does that, man? I so far haven't seen like anybody who does it as well as Ed Sheeran does.
Divide album.
Yeah, that's the Divide album. But I gotta give some love to him. Like I really love Lego House.
And he's very versatile also.
I like A-Team. I think
A-Team is
one of the
great.
best songs
One of the best songs
He's
in my
made.
opinion.
Yeah,
That was like
A-Team.
the OG.
The OG or like
Till this day, one of the best songs. I've
Yeah,
heard from him.
really well. Like
A-Team.
it really speaks on like where he came from, lah. How he started out.
And the artistry, if I was, what do you think A-Team is about?
Yeah, it's about let's not dive into that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know listening to the song particularly, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by songwriting
Yeah.
at its peak.
Yeah.
It's about a girl who's on drugs,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh,
Someone he knows her.
Yeah.
okay.
But you never know, right?
Because I don't listen to it that much that time. But
Yeah,
because I
okay.
only started Ed Sheeran like the
The
multiply era only I start.
But that's what I mean by A-Team being like a songwriter.
I even went like I came like from way before like he had his like Plus album. Like he had like songs with someone forgotten who already. Like I really like that EP. Like his EPs are really good. They're just like
What
really
EP means?
really humble.
Extended Place.
Yeah, it's just like four song EP, something like that.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not a full body of work. It's just
Yeah.
like songs.
Second in line, I gotta
bad.
give some love to John Mayer. It's really hard to choose because like I do like a lot of artists right now, but John Mayer, I gotta give a lot of credit to him because he made me realize how important songwriting is,
Yes.
and he really made me realize how like you can be versatile with like just you can be versatile even though you're like this kind of like set guitar player or
Yes.
electric guitar player. You come from the
Yes.
blues, you know. Like you can see, like he came from like that blues area and singer-songwriter, then blues, and then he went to like sort of like country, and then he went to more like lo-fi-ish country. Then he came to like more like soul vibe.
His songs are like okay, this is a John Mayer song, but also this is not a John Mayer song. It's like,
yeah.
it goes. That's what I like about
Progress.
him.
And his latest album, the Soft Rock one, it just sounds like it just came from the 80s, bro.
Oh.
Literally, it just came
okay.
like it sounds
I think
like
it's
it came
a good
from
ear
the
for
80s.
music. That guy, John
Yeah,
Mayer.
he's
really
a
does.
he's a
John
he's
Mayer.
a
A
real
lot of people
genius.
like spoke like
He's a very
like-
detailed person.
Yeah.
talk
like,
about him and all,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
I've never personally listened to his music. But
You should try.
yeah. Number one,
He's
I gotta
very,
I
like,
gotta
a lot lah.
gotta give a shout out to Lainey.
Actually, this is pretty dumb, but is Lainey one person or is it
Lainey. Okay, Lainey. Of course, it's just
His
Paul.
lady.
But Lainey stands for
Who is
Los.
Lainey?
yeah? What is Lainey?
Lainey stands for Los Angeles, New York.
Okay, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, because like they all, I think half.
Wait,
Like-
they all? How many people are in Lainey?
It's three. It's three.
Okay, okay.
three.
It's a three-man
Okay,
band.
no,
okay.
So
I didn't know.
you
You always thought Lainey one person.
you got Paul, the lead man, and then you have Jake, which is the drummer, and then you have Les, who is the electric
It's
guitarist.
the
and-
whitest names ever.
Yeah. So like they are sort of like how they came up to be like this band that they are right now is so humbling because their first EP that they ever created, right, is like just on like, from what they say, they just had like a Dell laptop in like an apartment and that's all they did. And their songs are they're so vibey, they're so catchy because they really bring out like a certain era of like music, you know. They
True.
that kind of like synth pop 80s vibe
True.
You
originally.
listen to Lainey?
Some of the songs
I
sound very
that's
distinct.
why I also like.
But
I saw one
generally,
or two,
I think
yeah.
I really love Lainey because I relate
Lainey,
with the
Lainey.
lead singer a lot. His melodies, his vibes, and everything is just there for me. Like in like all of his
Yeah.
songs, is just really like that kind of like. The melody just matches like what I would write. Like I would
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
I would tell my girlfriend like every time like when we
Yeah.
listen to like the latest release right now, I'm just like, bro, this is exactly how I would produce, or this is how I would like do like the
it's exactly your vibe. lah.
yeah, it's exactly. That's why like I really love like what they do. That's why I always look for. I've never
Not bad.
hated like I've never hated like a Lainey song, to be honest. Never. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Start number 3 with, obviously my list is going to sound a lot more different because I listen to different type of music. I listen to a lot of urban, I wouldn't say urban hip hop, R&B stuff. So my
Oh, I
list is
thought
completely
about
different. Kendrick Lamar at 3 because
Kendrick
you think
Lamar.
about social messaging and like social commentary and like conscious rap.
Yeah.
Kendrick is up there and he's very smart about it.
But his style is so interesting though, like how he uses all these like really pitchy sounds. But
Yeah, which is great
It's so
because
funny.
it's like, yeah, do that, go crazy, do something different,
yeah,
Something
sound different, do
That-
different.
like on the
like you listen and you know it's Kendrick Lamar.
It's a unique voice. It's,
on
it's,
the halftime
it's his
show, like you can
identity, you
just
know?
hear him just going like, "Ah!"
it's such a plus. Like it adds to the artistry and the,
Yeah.
and you know like a lot of people were saying that stuff back in the 80s about Michael Jackson, how it's the hype. It's like you know, like
Yeah.
or Prince, right?
Oh yeah.
But when you look back at it, that's what made him what he is. That
yeah.
It's essential to him.
yeah, it's like that's what makes Kendrick. But also his ears for production, his music. Lyrically, one of the most gifted people I've seen. Like, and if you listen to his songs, there's a structure in how he raps. It's like a 3-bar structure, a 4-bar structure, and how he mixes it. It's just crazy what he does. Number 2, I'll go with close one. But I'll go to Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean has only 4 albums, but it's arguably one of the best artists of the decade. Only 4 albums, and
it's like quality.
I could sit here and talk about Frank Ocean for like an hour. So to like compress it in like 30 seconds is a bit hard. But songwriting, I think one of the best because
did you like immediately like?
Like Frank
Yes.
Ocean.
Yeah, that's right. Is there
Yes.
like artists like
Yeah.
some
I
you will
listen
like
to it.
some you gradually
I
like
listen.
it.
You know
heard
why
it.
people like him very easily?
Yeah.
One of the best voices in the game. one of the best
He has
voices.
a very
sweet,
smooth.
sweet, angelic voice, but
Yeah.
also with range. He
Oh,
can go
yeah.
high, he can go low, and it sounds good either way, right? And then songwriting, yes, nothing is very surface level. It's everything. There's a lot of thought put
Put
into
into
his
it.
lyric. Even just one word
Yeah.
is the reason why he chose this word, and
Yeah,
and the
correct.
emotions he expresses in songs are something that is so real and vulnerable. That's why he doesn't make albums every now and then. He only makes it when it's from the heart. One of the most purest, realest artists I would see.
Yeah.
And yeah, like again, just listen to Blonde, man. You get what I'm talking about.
Blonde.
Kanye West, number one.
Hey.
Oh, you also put Kanye West.
Kanye West, number
Kanye,
one, is
Kanye.
because, like I said, what makes good music to me is when, like, what makes an artist good is when they keep making an active choice to like reinvent themselves. Kanye has 10 albums, a couple of joint albums, right? 10 albums. If you listen to the 10 albums, no two albums
With
sound the same.
one, right? Damn.
But then they're all good.
Yeah.
But then they're all good. How do you make different music and still stay relevant and good?
I guess it's his cult following also like a bit.
True.
no,
Maybe,
but then-
maybe his media personality is one
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah.
that comes from the fact they're such a good artist.
Yeah, but then I saw also like how like there's YouTube video. What is it? It's Vox.
Okay.
I don't, oh no, sorry, it's Genius.
Okay.
That does YouTube video that show how he evolutionized
Yes.
music in that field, like
Yeah.
a decade or maybe a
He's
decade.
one of the
Interesting.
most influential artists, period. Not just rapper, R&B artists. Like, if it wasn't for Kanye's 808 and Heartbreak album, you wouldn't have Drake, you wouldn't have Juice WRLD, you
I
probably
mean,
wouldn't have Kid
technically,
Cudi.
if you were to put there like the sort of like the people who paved the way for like rap music these days.
Pioneer, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's
say
pioneers.
that Kanye is one of them, but also Jay-Z is also one of them.
Jay-Z
and Kanye.
Jay-Z is a pioneer, but not in that sort of not as, I don't think it's as influential as
He's
Kanye.
more of
Kanye,
a
right.
producer lah.
Yeah, like think about it, like emo rap songs, right? It all started from 808 and Heartbreak, the album by Kanye. And when he released the album, a lot of people didn't like it because, like you said, 808 and Heartbreak, you already know what the album is, heavy on the 808 productions, right? And then back then, a lot of people liked that. They didn't like the strummy drums and all that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can't make songs without 808s because that's
It's
the
in thing.
that's the in thing, right?
Gotta get
Yeah.
the
He
808
did this album in
vibes.
2008.
Yeah.
It's more than 10 years.
Oh man.
It's 14 years.
It's very
Yeah.
he stick with it lah. Like no matter how at that time period, like
Yeah,
people
he's
are-
always 10 steps ahead. It was
Yeah,
always
I
a
know.
year ahead. Like
Yeah.
every album is like that. And yeah, and that's why he's my number one.
Both of you are number one.
Yeah. For very similar reasons.
just like
I
just
tell you what,
like he went before that. Mine was like more recently.
I tell you what, he's not just one of the best rappers or producers, because he's not one of the best rappers, honestly. He's a very good producer. But he's one of the best artists, period. Rock, country, pop, R&B, EDM, everything together. Like artist-wise, one of the best you'll ever see. Nothing like him. That's just facts. Like if you listen to music, you should listen to what he does.
That comes with his personality and
I don't care, man. Honestly, if you
How?
make good music and great music, I don't like he said in the song, like, you know, name one genius that ain't crazy. Albert Einstein was kind of crazy at his time.
yeah.
We celebrate him now.
Makes sense.
It is what it is. He's a genius.
He is.
So, wrapping up, it's another episode from the Three Lattes Podcast. Very, very interesting episode. I actually like this episode.
Quite free flow. Quite
Yeah,
free flow.
like I'm not
like
gonna lie, this episode had no structure, but we intended it to be like that. Anyway, so thank you guys for like
Hey.
staying with us all this while.
Thank you.
I know it's a pretty long episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week for episode 7. Yes, we understand episode 5 was split into 2 episodes. So,
Yeah, it's more of like a bonus.
Yeah, so you'll be you'll be having like extra episodes technically. So I hope you guys enjoy them.
Yeah.
Catch us on Spotify, the Three Lattes Podcast. Catch us on Apple Podcasts.
Hey, you got it right. Hey, yeah. Clap
Catch
for-
us on Instagram, the Three Lattes Podcast on Instagram. And hope you guys have a good week.
Yes.
And thank you for staying with us. See you soon.
Take care. Peace out, y'all. Bye.